Hi students, welcome back. Today in this video session we will learn about what are bicyclo compounds and how to write IUPAC name for bicyclo compounds. So let's begin. What are bicyclo compounds and IUPAC nomenclature of bicyclo compounds. See here, to understand clearly what are bicyclo compounds, I am taking an example. Simple. This is a cyclohexane and here I am taking the cyclopentane which are aliphatic. See, these two compounds on fission means I am just fusing these two cyclic rings each other and I am getting resultant compound like this. So what about this compound? Actually this is a cyclopentane and this is a cyclohexane which are fused each other. So in this compound, for this cyclic ring and for this cyclic ring we have two common carbons. See here, these two carbons are belongs to this cyclic ring as well this cyclic ring. So here the cyclic rings which are aliphatic fused each other through a two common carbons called bicyclo compound or molecule. So what about the common properties of these bicyclo compounds? See, these two carbons which are belongs to both the cyclic systems are connected through these two common carbons called bridgehead atoms or carbons. Now see here, through these two common carbons we have one cyclic ring here and other cyclic ring here. See, this is a cyclic ring which having 1 2 3 including these two 5 carbons. And what about this cyclic ring? 1 2 3 4 5 6 including these two common carbons. So other than these two common carbons, in this path we can call it's like a bridge. In this bridge we have 1 2 3 carbons. So here in this bridge we have 3 carbons. And what about this bridge? See here, 1 2 3 4 carbons. This is a bridge having a 4 carbons. Along with this, see here in this direction, this carbon to carbon there are no carbons. So we can consider this compound, which bicyclic compound shows 3 bridges. This is a one bridge and this is another bridge, and here this we have another bridge. So the carbons which are present in bridge called bridge carbons. So in this bridge we have, see here in this path 1 2 3 carbons are there. And what about this bridge? This bridge having total 4 carbons. So these 4 carbons called bridge carbons. And what about in this bridge? There are 0 carbons. So this is a common description of bicyclo compound. Simply the two alicyclic rings which having a 2 common carbons, otherwise 2 alicyclic rings which are fused through a 2 common carbons called bicyclo compound. Now I am taking some more examples to understand clearly what are bicyclo compounds. So here this is a compound which is cyclohexane attached to another cyclohexane. This cyclohexane and this cyclohexane which are fused, for both the rings we have 2 carbons. These 2 carbons which are called bridgehead carbons, these 2 carbons are belongs to both the systems. In this bridge we have 4 carbons, in this bridge we have 4 carbons, there are no carbons in between that. I am taking another example. See here, this is a compound. Here see, we are observing 3 bridges. These are, every molecule shows 3 bridges. See here, in these 3 bridges 2 carbons are in this bridge, 2 carbons are in this bridge, and 2 carbons are in this bridge. I am taking another compound. These are cycloheptane. Number of carbons present in this cyclic system 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. This 7-membered cyclic system which is fused with a 6-membered cyclic system, we are getting bicyclo compound. I am taking another example here. See, this is a cyclohexane which is fused with a cyclopropane and containing a ketone function group. Now the cyclohexane with a cyclopentane with unsaturation as well, ketone functional group as well, ketone functional group. So here this is a compound which having a two bridge carbons in this, two carbons in this bridge, two carbons in this bridge. See here, in this bridge we have one carbon which is quaternary carbon. Two methyl groups are bonded to this quaternary carbon, So I hope you understand well what are bicyclo compounds. Simple, the two cyclic systems which are fused and both the systems having a two common carbons, called bicyclo compounds. So now we'll discuss about how to write IUPAC name for these bicyclo compounds. Here I am taking an example which is a simple example to understand clearly how to write a IUPAC name. See here, this is a cyclohexane which is fused with a cyclobutane. See here, these are the two bridgehead carbons. In this bridge we have two carbons. In this bridge we have four carbons. Simply here the IUPAC naming, the name start with a prefix that is bicyclo, then end with a hydrocarbon name. See here, in this hydrocarbon we have total 6 carbons in this cyclic system. Here we have 2 carbons. That means in this bridge we have 2 carbons. In this bridge we have 1, 2, 3, 4 carbons and 2 are common carbons. Simply first calculate bridge carbons, then add 2 because we have 2 common carbons. So total we have 2, 4 and 4, 8 carbons are there. So it's a octane. It's octane because there is no unsaturation, there is no functional group. So simply I am writing name for this compound. It's bicyclo, end with a hydrocarbon name. It's octane. Then how we can describe this is a bicyclo compound? Bicyclo we are writing, but how we are describing these bridge carbons? Those bridge carbons we are mentioning in this bracket. We have 3 bridges. So number of bridge carbons in each bridge, we are mentioning here. So 3 bridges means we are taking a 3 places, 3 digits here for a bridge carbons. Now see here, this is one bridge, this is another bridge, and here we have a third bridge. This bridge having a 4 carbons, this bridge having, see, these are 2 common carbons. This bridge having a 2 carbons and this bridge having a 4 carbons, this bridge having no carbons. Simply the bridge carbons here we are mentioning following a descending order. First you just mention the bridge which having a more number of carbons. So here this is a bridge which having 4 carbons, and next bridge, this is the next bridge which having 2 carbons, and the least bridge 0 carbons. The separation by full stop. 420 octane. Simple bicyclo, end with hydrocarbon name. In between you just give a bracket. In that bracket number of bridge carbons from higher bridge to lower bridge. Like here 420. 4 bridge carbons in this cyclic system, 2 bridge carbons in this cyclic system, 0 in this bridge. So this is the way to write IUPAC name for bicyclo compounds. Now I am taking another example. So this is a compound. Now how we can write the name for this compound? Simply this is a bicyclo compound. See, these 2 are common carbons. We have one bridge here with 2 carbons. This is the next bridge with 3 carbons. This is the other bridge with 2 carbons. So the name start with bicyclo. It's bicyclo. This is a square bracket to give a number of bridge carbons. Then total number of carbons in this hydrocarbon. See, common carbons are 2 plus 2 4 plus 3 7 8 9. Once again I am counting 2 plus 2 4 plus 3. You just calculate the bridge carbons first, then add 2 which are common carbons. 2 4 plus 3 7 8, 9. So total 9 carbons are there. It become nonane, because see here, non, it's a word root for 9 carbons. Ane is a primary suffix which gives the information about saturation and unsaturation. Ending with E, there is no functional group. There is no function group on this molecule. Now you just mention the bridge carbons from higher to lower. So these bridge having more carbons, 3 carbons. So it's become 3 full stop. Next bridge, both the bridges are having same carbons, 2, 2. So 2, 2. So this is the name for this compound. It's a bicyclo 3,2,2 nonane. So this is the name for this compound. Like we will discuss some more examples. See here I am taking the compound. So this is a compound which is bicyclo compound, like this, same compound. See, these are the bridgehead carbons. We have one bridge right side, one bridge left side. Here in between we have another bridge. These bridge having a 2 carbons, this bridge having 2 carbons, and this bridge having this 1 carbon. See, if it is simple a bicyclo compound without unsaturation, without functional group, simply you just write a bicyclo and number of bridge carbons and with a hydrocarbon name, including and with a hydrocarbon name, the number of carbons, take a word root and ane. That is simple to write a saturated bicyclo compounds. If the compound having substituents or functional group or unsaturation, so we must give numbering. Now see here, this is a compound. You can start numbering from any one of these 2 bridgehead carbons and move towards longer bridge, then go to next bridge, then least carbon bridge. See here, once again you can start numbering from any one of these bridgehead carbons, move towards longer bridge. First cover longer bridge, then go to next bridge, then go to last bridge. So here descending order, first longer bridge, then second, then last. So in that way I am following. But here these compound having a both 3 bridges, here both the bridges having 2, 2 and 1. So I can start numbering from any side. 1, it's 2, this is 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. See here, I am just covering this first bridge, then go to next bridge, then last. So here at 7th position we have 3 methyl groups. So take as a substituents, it's 7, 7, it's dimethyl. Take 7, 7 dimethyl. Then there are no other substituents directly. It's bicyclo and start bracket. Then just mention the bridge carbons. Here 2, this is a bridge with 2 carbons, this is a bridge with 2 carbon, this bridge with 1 carbon. It's 2, 2, 1. Total number of carbons 7. It's become heptane. So this is the name for this compound. It's 7, 7 dimethyl bicyclo 2,2,1 heptane. Now I am taking another compound with functional group. So this is the compound I am taking, and here we have ketone functional group, and here unsaturation is there. Now see here, this is these 2 are bridgehead carbons. This is one bridge, this is another bridge, and here we have another bridge. Simply here see, this is the longer bridge, this is the next bridge, and this is short bridge. So obviously first longer bridge, then go to second, then go to last. Numbering from any one of these 2 head carbons. I am starting from here because from this carbon I can cover this ketone first, least locant order. If I take numbering from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th carbon, ketone become 5th. But here I am taking from this carbon, ketone become second. 1, 2, it's 3rd, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, then last 9. This is the numbering to the compound. Now there are no substituents. We have unsaturation and major functional group. So unsaturation as a primary suffix, major functional group as a secondary suffix. So last, there are no substituents. Directly I am starting with bicyclo, and here longer bridge having 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, next bridge having 2, the last bridge having 1. Then total number of carbons are 9 in this hydrocarbon. This is bicyclo compound. It's become known. Here we have unsaturation at 7th position. It's 7 in, and second position we have ketone 2-on. So this is the IUPAC name of this compound, which having function group as well unsaturation Like I'm taking another example. You see this carbon having carboxylic acid, and here this carbon having ketone functional group, and here we have unsaturation. It's very easy. First identify bridgehead carbons. See here, this is the bridge which having 3 carbons, and this is the bridge which having 1 2 3 4 5 carbons. So simply next go to identification of functional groups. At this carbon we have carboxylic acid functional group, at this carbon we have ketone function group, and unsaturation is here. So coming to numbering obviously from bridgehead carbons, first cover longer chain, go to next chain. So here in this molecule, this is a longer chain. So numbering from any one of these two. If I start from here, I can cover this unsaturation as well ketone early. That means least locant, least number, with a least number. Then I am moving towards next bridge carbon. So unsaturated, the numbering from this carbon 1 2, this is 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. So there are no carbons in between, there are no carbons in last bridge. So now simple here, see, this is a carboxylic acid which shows more priority than ketone. Now ketone become substituent, that means it's a secondary prefix. Then what about this carboxylic acid? It's a secondary suffix. Then unsaturation, it's primary suffix. Now I'm writing name for this compound. At 4th position, it's like a substituent. So first substituent, 4th position ketone. That ketone as a substituent, that is a prefix name become oxo. 4-oxo. There are no other function groups. Bicyclo. So now bridge carbons. See here, in this longer bridge we have 1 2 3 4 5. It's 5. Next bridge is this bridge 1 2 3. It's 3. And the last bridge don't have a carbons, so it's 0. Then what about the word root? Word root become total number of carbons in this compound. See here, these two are common. 1 2 3 plus 5 8. 5 plus 3 8 plus bridgehead carbons, so total 10. So it's become dec. Word root for 10 carbons, it's dec. So unsaturation present at 2nd position. Unsaturation is double bond, so primary suffix is in. Now major functional group at 9th position. 9. See here, this carbon is not included in the word root, so we must write this carboxylic acid with this carbon, including this carbon. So including this carbon, carboxylic acid, suffix name become carboxylic acid. If this carbon is included in the parent, then simple oic acid, but this carbon is not included. So total carboxylic acid is bonded to this 9th carbon. So 9 carboxylic acid. So what is the name of this compound? It's 4-oxo bicyclo 5-3-0 dec. Total number of carbons are 10. It's dec. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Here see 10. That just we missed. 10th carbon is here. So it's become dec. 2 in 9 carboxylic acid. So this is the IUPAC name of this compound. So I hope you understand well what are bicyclo compounds and how to write IUPAC name for bicyclo compounds. So if you like the video, subscribe the channel, share, like, comment, and hit the bell icon so that you will get latest video lectures. Thank you.